I am Vegas Virgo Tarot. Thank you for tuning in today. That was ridiculous. Hey, what's going on, you guys? For real this time, Vegas Virgo Tarot. It's your girl Rachel. Happy, well past the midpoint of the year. I hope that you guys are accomplishing and achieving some great things, and even if you're not, maybe you're working on some awesome things or finishing up that degree like your girl, you know, and kind of just, and we're just getting her life together. You feel me? Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's episode, we are going to go ahead and start with our monthly July reading, Aries. We're going to get a nice full reading for every sign, all 12 signs, about what you can probably expect here in the next 3 to 4 weeks of July. So head on over to TikTok if you haven't seen any of those hilarious TikToks that I've done. I actually just did like 1 card polls, and last I checked a couple hours ago, it was like $2.50 per one, except the one that I had my dog in. It had like over 1,500 views. He'll be back for one of our readings for sure. But thanks again for tuning in today. Don't forget, like, share, follow, subscribe. That is the best way you can support the channel. I am now going to go ahead and announce that I have a Venmo strictly open for business. So if you'd like to make a donation, it is not required by any means. I've been unemployed and fighting unemployment for several months, and it's been a little tough. If you feel obligated, or you found something great from the read, I'd really appreciate like a tip or whatever. In our artist world, getting a tip, cash tip, not a tip like I got a tip for ya.
Do better.
It's Venmo at Vegas Virgo Tarot, just like my name, VEGASVIRGOTAROT. Sorry, I had to think about spelling that out loud. I've organized a lot of my stuff lately. Like, I've really been in my Virgo like nesting type energy for some reason. The OG. Someone give me some tips on stabilizing your camera faster, because it would be greatly appreciated. I'm not a video person, I'm an audio person. All right, before I light myself on fire, I've had these for months. I thought we'd start our reading with something that I am using as an idea. We light candles or benedictions, or ask for certain people, if you believe in that, or spirit, archangels, things like that, spirits, people in heaven that we have looking over us, to come and join us into our reading, to give us a very grounded and clear channel of how the month of July is going to be for Aries. So these candles represent all the elements: water, earth, air, and fire, which, side note, I did that as a marching band show in high school. How nerdy. The elements. So let's go ahead. Air, earth, water, and fire. Oh, ooh, there we go. Air, earth, water, and fire. Card didn't want to get lit for some reason. It's funny for being fire. Alright, you guys, we've invited all 4 elements in, which we need in all over the world. And honestly, not to blow smoke up people's booties, but a state of relaxedness, neutrality. Like, we're good, and I'm ready to begin your read, Aries. I'm actually becoming excited the more I talk and delay it. Spirits, angels, archangels, please come into this reading while we do this Celtic cross for our amazing Aries friends. Please let these messages be of guidance, and even if it seems worrisome, let it just be a warning. I am not a medical professional. yet. These are not to substitute the advice or words of a medical professional. If you have a true emergency, please hang up this video and dial 911. Again, you guys, I'm a therapist in training. That's all I am, but I'm not licensed, I'm not registered. So this is fictional. If anything, just so happens to go with your life, Aries, then cool beans. Okay, Aries, I went ahead and did your 10 card traditional Celtic cross tarot card read. So we just had wax spill over. Yeah, I should have thought through that smarter. Oh, we'll deal with that later. Actually, I love candle wax, and I knew I shouldn't have put it in that thing. I was gonna put it in the candle it was sitting on because it's getting low. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go over your cards super fast, and then I'm gonna edit the video so that it goes in picture by picture with my voiceover, so that I can give you an idea of my intuitive interpretation and the traditional Rider-Waite interpretation. But I can tell you right now that your significator card, or the purpose of this reading for you, Aries, is the Magician in reverse. Master Manifester. Please keep up on drinking lots of water. It's very hot here in Las Vegas. Make sure or go get a blood test. They're more affordable now if you're vitamin deficient. Or you're in a negative mindset, like you're like, nothing is for me, I'm not gonna manifest. Bleep. Maybe crossing you, or actually in this purpose is the Knight of Cups. Finished as in you've worked up an achievement, but it's not quite done yet, and that could be why your manifestation is so low. Excuse me. The root of this situation is the Ace of Wands in reverse. Creativity, the home, passion, something long-lasting, and zest. Alright, so traditionally the Ace of Wands is going to be the beginning of maybe starting a new life, a new home. That could starting something new can mean new in many ways, a job, whatever, romance. It's in the reverse. Maybe it could quite possibly be an ending that you're dealing with, since it's applying to the current situation. Something that is behind you now is the Page of Swords, or after a bunch of fighting, after a bunch of conflict, logical, spiritual, these things that are becoming much more clear, which is leading to your recovery mentally, Aries, and confusion lifting since it's in the upright. But it's not quite there yet. Keep working at it. Keeps going back to that reversed musician. Going back to that reversed magician. Like you can't manifest right now. If you're the Page of Swords, you're not quite ready yet. You have the tools just about, but you're about to finish. If you wanted that full manifestation, or that full ability to create that home and new beginning, it should have been probably a Queen or King. You have above you is the Fool in reverse. The Fool in the upright, it's a very popular card. I feel like a lot of people know what the Fool means, even if they don't really follow tarot all that much. But I just checked and I'm only 5 minutes in. This is great. It's the start of a new beginning. In the reverse, you're serious. You notice too, his feet are firmly planted on land, although he's kind of got half a foot up. Plus, I was reading this in my book today while I was waiting at the doctor's office about the Fool, but oddly enough, do you see the cute, who's that doggy following the Fool? Ooh, woof, woof. And you know that Christmas song, the doggy in the window? Your dog is there, which is represented by your intuition, according to my book I was reading. They carry a small sack. That's what she said. No, I'm kidding. because they don't have a lot. They have a flower, and on the other hand, the sun is shining, and it's looking like maybe this leap of into the unknown. Panic at the Disco reference to Frozen is making you feel absolutely terrified, Aries. Whatever this new beginning is, whether it be romantic, job, I know for a lot of people, myself included, like everybody's going through job and money things, investments, you know, I have a lot of reversals, which means we're leaning more towards that mentality and mindset. And this is where my psychology stuff I really enjoy kind of correlating in with creative, you know, storytelling through using pictures and cards out of complete random and random chance. Can't speak English. Think carefully about whatever you're gonna do, is just what I'm saying. All right, something that you don't see coming, Knight of Swords. Do you have somebody, and I don't read for genders because we're all inclusive here. You've got a Knight of Swords coming in, man, woman, somebody, mentor. You could think of it that way. You could have a mentor coming in. You could have a new friend coming in. That'd be kind of nice, okay? In the 7th position, I have the 10 of Swords in the upright, and it's your power in the situation. This is definitely telling you to take a back seat and allow what to unfold. Now, this may be karmic. I'm feeling a sense of karma because homeboy is dead on the floor. And this does not mean you're dying. I repeat, this does not mean you're dying. It's just the picture of the card to help you remember what it means. I don't predict crap like that because it even makes me scared. I wouldn't do it. People aren't supposed to know that. 10 of Swords. There may be some karmic retributions you're paying back. Sometimes we all gotta do it. You do things that you don't necessarily know that's right. You make your bed, you lie in it. Now, in the 8th position, your environment or the influence around you, maybe those that have a direct, ability to influence what is going to happen or help you, hinder you. They can go both ways. You have the 7 of Wands, which is just firmly planting, because anything over 5 or 6, especially when we're talking about wands like the home and family and stuff, you're kind of checking and reaping what you're sowing, but you've got that 7th wand up and you're kind of looking at it all and you're like, are you sure this is what I want? Are you sure this is it? Are you sure this is my partner? Are you sure this is my dream career? Are you sure this is my, a personal side note about that, and because since I'm kind of starting my journey back up again in medicine of where I wanted to be. But anyway, adults would ask me, hey, Rachel, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, I want to be a neurosurgeon. Why neurosurgery? Because I Googled what type of doctor in any field makes the most amount of money. And right off the top of the bat was a neurosurgeon, starting at about roughly $400,000 a year. That's 400,000. It's a lot of money. But also that's a lot of school. So obviously when time got a lot closer, you're in high school, everybody talks about it, and then of course as a kid and a planner and a Virgo, I'm already planning what I was doing at probably 8 years old. But basically what I'm saying is, with the 7 of, I had to remind myself where I was going with this, which is exactly why you're going to thank me when I edit it down so you can remember what I was talking about. You don't need to be so serious about putting that wand in, that last wand in that you feel like is going to be your deciding wand. I gotta find the theme for locking in your final answer. Is this your final answer on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Because it doesn't have to be. You can always change your mind. okay? Whether that be on a person or a job. If you don't like it, move on. Find something you do, because life is way too damn short and dead is too long, and you need to do what you want to do, and you need to love doing it. We got to get out of this mentality and this mindset that we have to do certain things because we don't have, the ability to really go after our dreams. Sure, maybe we can't have it right now, but you could work towards it. I don't want ever someone to come up to me and tell me I can't, because I will probably give you at least one reason, probably two, because I like to back up, probably three too, because I just like multiple sources. I've been taught to do that. Aw, random side note, fire turned into a little bit of a heart when it dried. Aw, that's really cute. This is a love read. So random. Change your mind. Okay, Aries, don't worry about it. It's okay. I changed my mind. I'm finally deciding to go to medical school, even though I thought it was going to be too long, or physician's assistant at school. I'm finishing up my master's in educational psychology. We'll see how that goes. But psychology is kind of where I'm going. My main goal, this is not about me, Aries, but I hope it brings you comfort to know that I'm not just blowing smoke up your asses and letting you know that I've kind of lived a tiny bit of life, and I can relate sometimes compassionately. Don't be afraid of this card. In our 9th position, finally moving on from the 7 of Wands, I just really wanted to make it clear in the 7 of Wands that you can change your mind. I don't want you to hold yourself back by one decision, okay? Now, in the 2nd to last position, the 9th position, your hopes or fears. This significator card really, this is probably one of the readings that it's really made and centered like it should around all of them. But anyway, moving on, you've got the devil. The devil does not scare me. I do not invite the devil into my life, and the devil does not like me because I am a woman of God. And to all others' beliefs. The devil purely signifies addictions. It serves mistakes. I mean, just think of, pretty much antagonizing or addicting or behaviors or things or people that are not necessarily the best for us. This is in the upright, meaning maybe you fear that this isn't right for you. This person isn't the right person. This environment is not the right environment. It's almost sinful in nature, but leading to the outcome, because I don't want to leave it all up to that. And I'll kind of meditate a little bit more on that one as I tell you about your last card here, which I love how I'm going to have two options here for you guys. I'm going to have like either a movie or like a quicker play-by-play version of it. Maybe I'll post 2 different versions for Aries. I gotta come in slowly. Temperance card, outcome. 10th card, options. This is all revolving around Aries. This is all revolving around options. You've got a lot of options, but please get your rest. Please take the time to think. Don't, the devil makes sense now. This makes a lot of sense. Don't distract yourself with maybe drinking, drugs. Facebook can be a distraction and addiction. Food. I mean, things that are not necessarily bad in another sense or environment can be a bad coping mechanism. Maybe you're getting into meditating. I'm a huge promoter of meditating. I strongly suggest guided meditations. All right, Rachel, you got a lot of editing to do. You got a lot of work. Every time you go on a tangent and talk too much, you literally just give yourself more work to do. Temperance. Again, patience, finding meaning, balance, and it's all about moderation. And that's when I led you into understanding why this. Now we understand. Sometimes that's why we do Celtic Cross. It gives you like a fuller picture. For me, it actually gives me a tool to guide myself in a reading. I'm still way too much of a baby reader. Interesting reading, Aries. I think the grand scheme of it is just Aries anywhere in your birth chart, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Take a look deeper into the meaning of the definition. For example, your sun sign is your physical, day-to-day, typical, what you present to the world and what people probably, if they're like, guess my zodiac. Your moon sign is what you kind of hide, and it also ties into your emotions. My moon is in Capricorn, which means, and it's so funny because I'm such a crybaby, I know when to level my emotions, and I know when things are appropriate to discuss. I have eventually learned, as I've grown into who I'm supposed to be, in a bad way dissociate from a very painful event or situation, because it needs to protect my brain so I can deal with it later. But I have to deal with it. I have to remember to come back to it. But I never forget about those type of things. It'll come to haunt me if I don't attack it first, i.e. that negative pattern of thinking. You stop it right in its tracks. You go, hey, oh, there I am. Just recognizing it is growth. All right, and last but not least, I like to look at what's on the bottom of the deck usually, which means it's something also that is hidden that you don't see coming. It's too bright. 5 of Wands. Honestly, with I'm kind of laughing because I'm thinking of the story in my head intuitively, but I'm just thinking of a bunch of bros. Like, get me going when I talk about bros and their bro moments. It's only because I'm jealous, because I want to be part of the bro moments. Bro moments are always more fun than girl moments, guaranteed, hands down. As a woman, I will admit bro moments are way funner. You guys have so much more fun on your bro dates. You need to keep balance, temperance, right? So either these guys, what you're not going to see is you're in for like a mad ass party because some of them, like, look at guy in the red. Look at homie in the red. He's kind of like, and he looks like he's kind of riding it like a horse. And homeboy in the polka dot looks like he's got his pajamas on. One guy's looking up in the air like he had something I can't say, and then other guy's looking over his shoulder like he's just getting tired because he's probably inebriated. And then you got homie that was late to the party going, hey, why are we not being more hype? Let's go, LFGLG. So this card that I'm getting, the majority of that read was a little sombering, but also just pure guidance, and it is what it is. Take it or leave it. If it's not for you, leave it for who it is for. I just choose to do it. But thank you for choosing to spend time with me and watch my videos. Even if you just click through and, just to check it out, just to give me a view. I just want to say how much I'm not gonna cry. Truly appreciate every single one of you, all of my friends that have been here for me, even after I've gone off on, like, so many of you for no reason. I will go ahead and tell you all, and I'll have a story time for another day, but different video for TikTok for Aries, so that both places get something a little different, and I'd like to have you support me on both. Happy July, everybody. Happy birthday, Cancer. It is Cancer season right now. And then we will go into Leo season shortly coming up here. All right, once again, my name is Rachel, and I am the founder of Vegas Virgo Tarot, and I am so proud to still be here today and be smiling here for you guys today, and really hope that I'm leaving some positive outlook on your day. And what I'll leave you guys with this is: your vibe attracts your tribe. Thank you again, every single one of you, for your support. Have a great July, and you will. I know you will, because everything's, life's about the journey, not the destination. See you guys later. Thanks again. Goodbye.